basically have this particular config file across those systems here. So I apologize, this is not copying here, but we'll get to it in a second here. Similarly, you can actually diff files across multiple systems, so I can actually take a, do a diff operation between this, and in this case, it's actually grabbed the same file across two of these, and you can see that it's diffing those across those. And we'll get back to the copy operation in a second here. Same thing with delete, etc. So really think about this as instead of doing an operation on a single machine, you can do it on multiple machines here. Great. Another really neat thing is the Explorer for packages. So in this particular case, we're actually going through this Linux box, and you can grab different, you can take a look or browse different parts of the actual packages. So in this case, I actually have this package, and I can look at the files, the dependencies, the prerequisites, and if needed, you can actually go and install or uninstall this based on the information here. The last thing, actually two more things I'll show, is conducting different operations across that. So I showed you the copy and the diff operations and things in the file system browse. But in this case, I actually want to execute a particular command across multiple cloud systems. So again, these are all my systems running across different cloud vendors, inside and outside. And I can actually execute a particular operation across many of these things. And it looks my internal Zen machine is actually down, which is why the copy operation didn't work. So in this case, actually, the command is being executed. We would wait for the output typically, but in this case, we're just going to move on because we want to zip through this demo very quickly. Okay, so I think you got the basic idea, and the same operation. So in the case of, say, this Blue Lock machine, I can actually do exactly the same thing that I did on the Amazon machine. So to us, once the machine is actually in the system and being managed, every machine looks pretty much the same to us, modulo the actual operating system or the thing that you have there. In the case of Windows, you see a different UI. And in this case, this is the Rackspace machine on Windows. And in this case, you actually see C: as the one here. So I'm actually going to close these over here. And you notice you're actually browsing your Windows file system just the same way you were browsing your Linux file system. So very similar. In this case, you see a registry. You see some other different commands, but the basic idea around the file system and everything is the same.